Hi, Guitar Den. I hope you guys are doing really well. So I want to introduce you to the latest development from the Guitar Den, something I'm really psyched about. I've been working on this for years now, and that's the Guitar Den's Rehearsal Studio. It's an online rehearsal studio. The purpose of this studio is to enable players or singers to rehearse their parts prior to either an audition or a gig or a rehearsal. Each one of these tracks that you see is going to contain an isolated track, either a vocal track, a bass track, a lead guitar track, a rhythm guitar track, and you'll be able to hear your parts individually by manipulating these levers right here. This is a pan, left and right. These aren't programmed yet, but this is going to be a mute and solo button, and eventually I'm actually going to even have a sign-up form or an ability to slow down the tracks or even download the parts so you can put them on your iPhones and you could listen to them on the bus. I've noticed that there are a lot of players and singers out there who have a deep passion for music, but they never broke into the music business per se. So they don't have a lot of mic time. So they're a little uncertain. But the thing is what the thing that my experience has taught me is that there's not too much of a difference between you as an amateur performer and a professional touring musician. The only difference is they have a little more mic time. So I've noticed that you're spending a little time trying to figure out what note to sing. You hold your ears so you could hear yourself singing, which is fine. But with this online rehearsal studio, it's going to enable you to listen to exactly what you need to sing so you don't get thrown off track when you're in an audition. Auditions can be very scary things, so I want to help you out in that process. So when you first load the Guitar Den's Rehearsal Studio, it's going to load the audio assets. Now, bear in mind, this is Firefox-based or Google Chrome-based. It doesn't work in iPhones yet unless you download Google Chrome in your iPhone. Now, I'm not sure if it works there, but for the time being, what I would suggest is listen to this on a desktop computer. So I just loaded the assets, and I'm going to hit the space bar. The space bar is what activates the rehearsal studio, not this knob yet. These don't actually work yet, but the space bar will. The space bar will activate it, and the right and left arrows on your computer will move forward or backward. So listen to this. I hit the space bar. This is All My Lovin' by the Beatles. So let's listen to these individual tracks at this point. I'm going to hit the space bar and then go back. So if you hit the back arrow right now, it doesn't go back. It doesn't go to zero. You have to hit the space bar and then go back to 1. Go back to 0. So let's just listen to this guitar track right now. Now again, see, there's a solo and mute button. So in the future, you're not going to have to do this. But for the time being, since it's in the beta stages, I just want to show you what I'm doing. So here's just the rhythm guitar. Now I'm going to add the lead guitar now I'm going to add the bass. Now I'm going to add the vocals. Now listen, here's the vocal melody, and this is the vocal harmony. So listen to these two isolated. This is really the meat and potatoes of the online studio, because I want the singers to rehearse their parts. I'll send all my loving to you. Now listen, I'm not a great singer. This is just a placeholder at this point. I'm going to have different people record these in the future. So if you make fun of my vocals, you get an official demerit. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips that I miss. So let's say hypothetically you say, I want to be a backup singer, and I want to sing the harmony. I don't want to sing the melody. I want to sign up for the harmony. So you could listen to it here. Now while it's playing, you hit the space bar and then go back so you could rehearse it again and again and again so you get it in your head. I'll ride home every day. Write down the exact location. See the location here, 24. So if your part starts at 20 seconds, Make note of that. So the harmony here starts at exactly 21 seconds. So that's the harmony there. Now put them together and you get this. My love into you. Right? Now that those oohs happen on these two tracks right here. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips that I'm missing. For you bass players, there's your bass part right there. Hope that my dreams will come true. I'll ride home every day and I'll send all my love. Now here's an important part because the oohs happen here. So listen to this. These particular oohs are both background vocal 1, background vocal 2. This happens to be the minor third and the major fifth in the key of C sharp minor. And it comes a guitar solo. Pretty cool, isn't it? Close your eyes and I'll kiss you tomorrow. I'll miss you. The rehearsal studio is more interesting than the vocal quality. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home. So we're having these auditions, and I want you guys to sign up for the auditions. Now, you can't just show up. You have to note that you're going to go to the auditions, and I'll find the time for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. People are. I'm hearing that people are thinking a little bit too much about this. Don't think about this too much. There'll be time to have a serious band, and once you get out there, play a serious gig, then we'll be rehearsed. But for the time being, there's a lot of people out there that just want to have fun with music, and those are the people that I'm talking to at this point. Now, the kids just need to learn how to play, and this will be geared toward them too. I'll create different songs for them for this. But this particular version is for the backup singers and the older people that I'm putting together bands with. So don't think about it too much. Just have fun with it. Rehearse your parts. I'm going to send you a link in the future. Keep your eye out for it. And I hope you guys like what you're seeing. And we got great things happening here in Bayonne in the future with the Guitar Den. So I'll talk to you guys soon.